Well, here we go again. Every time I think the action movie genre has improved, we get a movie like this. Hi there, I'm Rex King, and today we're talking about A Working Man. So, A Working Man was directed by David Ayer and stars Jason Statham as a working man. Basically, he works construction, and he's also an ex-Green Beret and ex-British Special Forces. When his boss's daughter gets kidnapped, he basically decides to find her and go after the men who kidnapped her. If you're thinking that this sounds an awful like Taken, guess what? You're right! Yeah, this is another in a line of Taken ripoffs. Man, Taken came out about 17 years ago and we're still trying to rip that movie off. Ay, ay, ay. But there are a couple key differences. A, our main character is trying to save his boss's daughter instead of his own, which actually made me less invested because it makes the entire plot of the story very much less personal, which was not a step in the right direction. And furthermore, the film decides to go in a more complicated route to get to its end game. What I mean by that is Taken follows a very simple story and is pretty much just Liam Neeson going from guy to guy to guy to try to find his daughter. This one, we see Jason Statham going from guy to find a guy, to talk to another guy, to meet that guy, to then spy on that guy to hopefully find the girl. Sounds convoluted when you start to break it down, doesn't it? Furthermore, this movie is 2 hours and 11 minutes long. Why? You could cut 20 to 30 minutes of this movie and lose absolutely nothing. The characters are one-dimensional. There's way too many of them. And honestly, the only reason you would pay to see this film is to see some good action scenes. And there are a couple. I really like the climax of this movie. But the rest of this movie's fight scenes are hit or miss. Quite frankly, there are times where we go back to shaky cam and we're reminded about the bad action movies from the 90s that just, you couldn't follow what was going on sometimes. It's so frustrating. I'll be honest, I really wanted to like this one. I like Jason Statham. I like action movies. I liked the last David Ayer, Jason Statham action movie, Beekeeper. So I thought this was going to be a walk in the park. And as soon as I saw where they were going with it, I immediately started rolling my eyes and was like, okay, as long as there's some good action scenes and we don't get lost in a convoluted rabbit hole of a story, we should still be fine. Too bad it is exactly that. At the end of the day, A Working Man is just not worth the effort to go see. There is nothing here you haven't seen in a dime a dozen Taken ripoffs. Heck, just rewatch Taken. You've seen the movie. Ay. I'm going to give A Working Man a 3 out of 10. There's just not enough here for me to recommend it, and there's just nothing here that I found interesting. If you like Taken ripoffs, you'll like this movie, but I wouldn't buy a ticket to see it. Anyway, that's my opinions on A Working Man. What did you think if you've seen it? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.